All right, welcome everybody to another fun at-home table read. Tonight, we're jumping into easily one of my favorite comedies from the last, honestly, quite a few years. What We Do in the Shadows from Taika Waititi and Jermaine Clement. We're going to get right into this thing, introducing ourselves with our cast. So, take it away.
Hello, my name is Jeremy, and I'm scene description and Petyr.
I'm Logan. I'm going to be reading for Viago.
I'm George. I'm going to be playing Vladislav.
I am John Cody Fasano, and I will be playing Deacon.
Hi, I'm Randi. I'm going to be reading Nick.
And I'm Jimmy. I'll be playing Stu.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'll be reading for Jackie.
Hi, I'm Anne. I will be reading for Constable O'Leary.
I'm Johnny. I'll be reading a myriad of characters.
All right, well, Jeremy, take us away.
Thank you. What We Do in the Shadows. Improv by Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi. A reading presented by the New Zealand Documentary Board. A gong chimes as words fill the screen. They read, "Every few years, a secret society in New Zealand gathers for a special event, the Unholy Masquerade. In the months leading up to the ball, a documentary crew is granted full access to a small group of this society. Interior flat night, 5:59, clock chiming. 6 o'clock, alarm beeping. A hand reaches from a coffin and slaps the top of the clock. The beeping stops. The hand retracts back into the coffin. Text, each crew member wore a crucifix and was granted protection by the subjects of the film. The lid of the coffin opens and Viago slows to a float up and out of bed. He notices the film crew and struggles to rise further. Viago finishes getting out of bed, stopping and smiling for camera. On screen, Viago, 379 years old.
So it's 6:20 p.m. in the nighttime, which is when I wake up.
He turns out a lamp and crosses to the window.
This is really the scary part for me.
He peeks through the curtains, unsure of his fate.
Yes, nighttime. So now I'm going to wake up my flatmates.
Viago smiles and starts moving through the house.
I really love living in a flatting situation.
Viago walks through what I imagine Guillermo del Toro's ideal house would look like.
Wake up! Wake up, everyone!
Viago can't help himself but look at the crew and grin.
I like to hang out with other vampires. I like the company.
Viago flips on the lights into the entryway.
Awaken! Awakey, wakey!
Interior flat, upper hallway moments later.
I just really like having a good time with my friends.
Viago opens the door to what we see as a closet.
Deacon. Hi, hey.
The door opens and Deacon hangs upside down.
Deacon.
Deacon awakens with a sleepy hiss.
How was your night last night?
I transformed into a dog and had sex.
Cool. Well, we're going to have a little flat meeting in the kitchen in about 15 minutes, okay?
Okay.
Should I close this?
Yes.
Viago knocks on another door a little further down the hallway.
Vladislav.
Viago opens the door and Vladislav appears to be floating in an isolated bed on the wall 40 feet from the door, surrounded by darkness and women. The women moan and Vladislav snarls and hisses.
Sorry.
Viago closes the door apologetically and turns to face the camera, smiles awkwardly for a bit. Then Vladislav opens the door wearing a red robe. His room appears totally normal.
What?
Hey.
What time is it?
Viago tries to peek into the room.
We're going to have a flat meeting in about 10 minutes.
20.
Okay, is there...
Vladislav closes the door on him. Viago continues on, smiling to the camera. Viago slips a live chicken into a bag and pulls open a small trap door. He descends the stairs and into darkness.
So we're in Peter's room. I'm just going to wake him up.
Viago crosses to a large stone coffin and slides the heavy lid aside. In the coffin, a Nosferatu-looking vampire, bald with long teeth, sleeps with arms crossed.
Peter.
Viago goes to poke Petyr.
Peter, wake up.
Petyr awakens with an inhumane start. Ha!
Anyway, listen, we're going to have a flat meeting upstairs in about 10 minutes. You don't want to come, but I want to extend an invite just in case. There's
lot of stuff on the floor down here, Peter, and this, it seems,
Viago kicks at the clutter on the floor.
I don't, with the spinal column, I was thinking maybe you should just could bring a broom down here if you wanted to sweep up some of the skeletons. I don't know, maybe, yeah, okay, yeah,
Viago starts trying to close the coffin. He picks up the chicken bag.
oh, I got you this chicken.
Peter tears the bag through the slit in his coffin and starts devouring the thing. KFC pre-bucket. The clucking stops. Into your flat kitchen later. Viago enters as Vladislav and Deacon sit at the small table. Deacon knits something. Viago sighs.
Is Peter coming? Should we wait?
Peter is 8,000 years old. We're not going to have Peter in the meeting.
Viago starts going through some papers, even the organizer.
Okay, so I wanted to have a quick chat about flat responsibilities because, guys, I think we're not all pulling our weight here. I'm not pointing the finger at you, Deacon. You're a cool guy, but you're just not pulling your weight in the flat.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I'm cool.
Deacon chuckles.
No, that's not the point, though.
Yeah.
No, I know.
It's not a flat meeting about how cool you are.
I do my flat chores.
No, you don't.
This is why we're having the flat meeting.
The point is, Deacon, that you have not done the dishes for 5 years.
Vladislav is right. It is unacceptable to have so many bloody dishes all over the bench like that.
The sink is full of dishes, literally covered in blood.
I'm so embarrassed when people come over here.
What does it matter? You bring them over, you kill them.
Vladislav makes a face. He does have a point.
Vampires don't do dishes.
See, Deacon's like the rebellious young vampire. He's always doing crazy things, saying crazy things. He's just like the young bad boy of the group.
Footage of Deacon leapfrogging poles, dry humping window displays. Interior flat, Deacon talking head. Deacon now sight talking to camera. On screen, Deacon, 183 years old.
Okay, so one day I was selling my wares and I walked past this old creepy castle.
Shot of original Deacon with unibrow and large sack tied to his back. Shot of a large creepy castle on a hillside.
And I look at it and I think, very old and creepy. And then this creature flies at me. It dragged me back to this dark dungeon and bit my neck. And at that point of death, this creature forced me to suck its foul blood. And then it opened its wings like this and hovered above me, screeching.
Deacon laughs evilly as the vampires had done years ago.
Now you are a vampire! And it was Peter.
Deacon gestures and Peter is sitting next to him.
And we're still friends to this day.
Vlad, you were great.
Interior flat kitchen present.
You put out the recycling, which was really cool.
And the other day, I dragged a man's body down the hallway and noticed that there was no dust. Like I kind of swept the hallway.
Vladislav is just like this older vampire who grew up in medieval times.
Interior flat hallway. In the hallway, Vladislav practices his archery, shooting at Viago.
And, to be living this long and to have seen the things that he's seen and still, kind of have it together.
Vladislav fires and the arrow hits Viago in the knee. He drops the dartboard. Viago falls to the floor.
I mean, hats off to him.
Viago holds his bleeding knee.
Bloody hell!
Sorry.
He's a really great guy, a bit of a pervert. He has some pretty old ideas about things.
Interior flat kitchen present. Vladislav slaps the table.
We should get some slaves.
Yes.
When I first became a vampire, I was quite tyrannical.
Interior Vladislav talking head.
I was known for torture a lot of people.
On screen, Vladislav, 862 years old. A gong rings, followed by an ominous choir, as Vladislav shows off his portraits through the years. Vladislav stands in a dripping stone room.
This is my torture chamber.
Various implements, hooks, and tools.
I don't come in here often anymore. I tended to torture when I was in a bad place. My thing was I would poke someone with implements. I was known as Vladislav the Poker.
Into your flat kitchen present, Viago is showing Deacon the chore wheel.
Look, it's been like this the whole time, okay? So
Viago is a little pedantic.
the washing and the rubbish, look, I did that. Deacon on dishes, and it still hasn't moved in 5 years.
Into your Vladislav's talking head.
He was an 18th century dandy, so he can be very fussy.
He nags and nags.
The lounge the other day, there was blood all over my nice antique couch.
Into your flat kitchen present.
Which one, the red one?
Well, it's red now, yeah. Look, if you're going to eat a victim on my nice clean couch, just put down some newspaper on the floor and some towels. It's not that hard to do.
We're vampires. We don't put down towels.
Some vampires do.
Well, not serious ones. When you get 4 vampires in a flat,
Into your Vladislav's talking head.
obviously there's going to be a lot of tension. There's tension in any flatting situation.
Into your flat kitchen present.
Look, it's settled then. We'll all do our chores, starting with a certain Deacon.
I will do my dishes.
Good, then do them!
They both jump and float menacingly at each other. They just hiss at each other a moment or two before floating back down to the ground. Viago picks up his papers and leaves as Deacon resumes knitting. Vladislav straight up, Jim Halperts. Into your flat kitchen later, Deacon cleans the dishes wearing large pink latex gloves.
This is bullshit.
Various photos throughout the years and images. Vladislav rides the vacuum cleaner, vacuuming the ceiling. Viago helps Petyr brush his teeth. Deacon lounging with friends in the old country. Viago playing with a school band in his living youth. Vladislav smoking hookah. Petyr. Vladislav sits in his room.
Well, I became vampire when I was 16. That is why I always look 16. In those days, of course, life was tough for a 16-year-old.
Various Vladislav pokings in art. Viago sits in the art room, throwing a pot.
Vampires have a pretty bad rep. You know, we're not these mopey old creatures who live in castles. And, well, most of us, a lot are, but there are those of us who like to flat together in really small countries like New Zealand.
Deacon, in old B&W film stock dressed like the devil. Deacon lounges in a chair.
I was a Nazi vampire.
B&W footage of Deacon floating over a child in a room full of Nazis.
And with my secret vampire army, we will conquer the world.
Nazis getting their asses kicked in World War II.
After the war, which the Nazis lost, I don't know if you know the Nazis lost that war. If you were a Nazi after the war, and if you were a vampire, and if you were a Nazi vampire, no way, I was out of there.
An invitation to the unholy masquerade 1920. Viago, Deacon, Vladislav, and Petyr stand together holding the numbers of the new year. 1946. The vampire celebrating as a banner reads, Happy 320th birthday. The vampire celebrating New Year's 1967. Viago floats over a table to get a great shot in pool. Viago tests blood in a soda stream. It seems to work swimmingly. Petyr surrounded by balloons, ready to bite one. Deacon wearing 2002 glasses. They stand together. It's obviously the 70s. Interior Viago talking head. Viago sits with a pair of gloves next to him on the tabletop.
Yeah, I came to this country for love. There was a girl, a human girl, and I thought she was fantastic. She was absolutely amazing. I was smitten. Her family emigrated to New Zealand, and I thought, you know what? To hell with it. I'm going to go. I'm going to chase her and tell her how I feel. So I told my servant Phillip, send me to New Zealand. And he put the wrong postage on my coffin. So the whole journey took about 18 months.
Images of the map shows just how long this journey was.
And when I got here, she had found someone else. She had fallen in love and she was married. She gave me this before she left.
Viago puts on the gloves and pulls out a small locket. He opens it, showing us the photo.
There she is. That's me. I put myself in there, too. She told me it was pure silver. Unfortunately, we vampires cannot wear silver.
Viago wears it, showing it off. He starts breathing heavy, obviously in pain. The necklace starts smoking. Viago whimpers. He breathes down his shirt, trying to cool it down, but it's too much. He pulls the pendant off and drops it to the tabletop.
Yeah, that's about as long as I can wear that.
Interior flat entryway later. Vladislav, Deacon, and Viago stand playing music. Vladislav on guitar, Deacon on bass, and Viago on trumpet. They are not good. The music comes to a crescendo. Interior flat entryway later.
Tonight we are going out into Wellington Central. It is important that we look good.
Vladislav poses in a fancy outfit as Deacon sketches it.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, you like it?
One of the unfortunate things about not having a reflection is that you don't know you don't know exactly what you look like.
Into your flat living room, Viago moves a cup in front of a mirror and it looks like it's floating.
Ooh, look, a ghost cup floating all by itself. Huh?
Into your flat entryway, Vladislav holds up a rough sketch of Viago in his current outfit, but the sketch and the outfit suck.
We can give each other feedback and help each other out until we're looking great.
The floor is littered with sketches.
Yeah, some of the clothes are from victims. You might bite someone and think, ooh, those are some nice pants.
Viago indicates to his pants.
Do I wear these?
No, change it.
Into your Deacon talking head, Deacon lounges on a chair.
When you are a vampire, you become very sexy.
He gestures to himself, like obviously, clearly, how dare you insinuate otherwise. Into your flat hallway, Deacon and Viago puppet an outfit down the hallway, so Vladislav can see it.
We are trying to attract victims to us.
Deacon and Viago come to a stop.
I'm not sure about their waistcoat.
Vladislav looks to camera.
I go for a look which I call dead but delicious. We are the bait, but we're also the trap.
Viago looks at the camera and waves.
Hello, ladies.
He chuckles to himself. Quick montage of the vamps in different outfits.
And voila! We are ready to go into town and party. Vampire style.
Vampire style.
Cut to bus. They side the bus, looking like true weird asses. Exterior streets of Wellington. They walk, trying to look inconspicuous.
When we go into town, we must try to blend in. Just walking the streets.
Coming to town is really cool because for just one moment I feel
Wanka! They eye the man, but decide against eating him.
The trouble with being a vampire is you have to be invited in to go in.
They approach two bouncers standing outside.
We'd like to come into the bar, please. Invite us into the bar, please.
$5, you can walk in.
Will you invite us in?
Could you just...
They continue walking.
If the humans found out what we were, they would destroy us.
there are between 60 and 70 vampires in the greater Wellington area.
Vladislav points to a gothy-looking lady.
Obvious vampire.
They find a friend of theirs.
Jolene!
She backs away from the guy she's been feeding on, whipping blood from her lips. Wiping it. Just wiping it.
Jolene, how good to see you.
How embarrassing. He's a guy I used to work with when I was a human.
Really? Gone?
Yeah, he's gone. I've been draining him all night. Been very thirsty girl.
Streets of Wellington. They come across a pair of young girls. Vladislav and Deacon stop to talk to them while Viago talks to camera.
Being bitten as a little boy or little girl, you're always going to look the same age. So,
what are you doing tonight? Are you going to kill some perverts?
Yeah, we're meeting a pedophile.
Cool.
Yeah.
Streets of Wellington. They fail to get into a particular club.
okay, let's just go to Big Kumara.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, have a good night.
Vladislav talks to camera.
The big Kumara is vampire owned and operated, and so we can always get in.
It's the hottest night spot for vampires in Bellington.
A bouncer moves aside, inviting the vampires into the club.
Come on
Come on in, guys. Come on in.
Thank you, thanks.
Interior Big Kumara. Moments later, the place is empty. Only 11 people, including the bartender. And yes, I counted. Viago, Deacon, and Vladislav dance badly in the middle of the room. Across the bar, Jackie, Deacon's familiar, enters. She looks for her master, finds him, and waves. Minutes later, she sits with Deacon in a small booth.
Perhaps you could bring some people to the house.
Sure.
Perhaps some virgins?
Virgins? Yep. Oh, okay. Any kind of preference in terms of gender or?
Maybe some ladies?
Yep. Ladies?
Perhaps a guy?
One of each or?
Oh, one of each would be cool, yeah.
Jackie, talking head on screen. It reads, Jackie, human.
My relationship with Deacon is, well, I'm his familiar. He's my master, you know, he tells me what to do, I do it.
We see Jackie mowing the lawn, struggling to start a leaf blower, clearing the leaves from the front steps.
We have that kind of master-servant relationship, which is, it works nicely, actually.
Jackie walks a bag of clothes into a dry cleaner. She holds out clothes that have blood all over them.
Hello. It's a little bit of blood. My husband, he's a hemophiliac.
Oh, okay.
You know, someone who bleeds a lot.
Yep.
She looks at camera and nods, totally getting away with it. Interior Big Kumara present. Jackie has made a list and is going through it with Deacon.
Any kind of age range.
Young.
But not kids.
No, not kids. No.
Okay. 18 to 30?
Definitely younger than yourself.
Okay, so 18 to 30.
Great.
So it's a dinner party, then so I'll be there.
Yes, a dinner party.
The guys will be there.
Yes.
We'll all be there.
We will dress up
Okay, great.
and then eat them.
Okay, great.
Should be fun.
I was just wondering if we could talk about the...
You wouldn't know of a night dentist because I have this thing here.
I was just wondering if we could talk about the deal.
Hmm?
The deal.
The dishes?
No, you know, the deal.
Jackie, talking head. Jackie sits in her car.
The deal is that he's going to give me eternal life, which is very exciting.
Interior Big Kumara present. Jackie's growing increasingly frustrated.
Well, I just feel like I've kind of reached my potential, and I wouldn't have want any to kind of get older before, you know, kind of. I just feel like I've met the best version of myself, and like it's just been 4.5 years, and I just been doing and just been potting your plants and dry cleaning, and now I'm doing your dishes and
the dentist.
And the dentist, and it's just taken an awful long time, and so I was just wondering.
Be gone.
Okay.
See you later.
Jackie gets up without missing a beat and walks away, almost chipper.
Okay.
Streets of Wellington. Various vampires feed, grabbing a guy around the neck with a scarf and pinning him to the ground.
One of the most unfortunate things about being a vampire is that, well, you have to drink human blood.
Interior flat sitting room night. Viago sits with a smiling young woman. He presents her with a flower.
So I like to make a real evening out of it.
It's lovely.
Play some music, give them some nice wine. It's their last moment alive, so why not make it a nice experience?
Viago finishes a song on his mandolin. and raises his brows to the camera. As Viago talks, he pulls out a stack of towels and starts placing them around the room. He starts putting newspaper down on the floor.
So, tell me what you do. What do you
Well, I'm thinking about actually going to uni. Actually.
Oh, you are. Put that on
Viago
there.
lifts her legs and puts the newspaper underneath. He grunts as he sits next to her.
So, university, yeah?
Yeah, but after that I'm gonna travel. Yeah, really wanted to go overseas for ages, but I'm saving up and I'm gonna go to Spain and Italy and London and yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, just
Viago puts on a bib.
there we
Viago
go.
stands behind the woman and bites at her neck. She realizes a moment too late what he's doing. Blood starts gushing from her neck, spraying across the room. He tries to stop the spray of his blood with his open mouth, not doing too great. A moment later, Viago sits on the couch, the girl dead at his feet. Viago is covered in blood.
Well, that didn't go so great. I hit the main artery. So yeah, it's a real mess in there. On the upside, I think she had a really nice time.
Viago adjusts his clothes and the mic on his vest. The mic crackles with static, or maybe blood. Probably blood, but mostly static. Exterior, streets of Wellington. Vladislav stands outside someone's window.
So it's quite late, and I've managed to find a woman up watching television. And she seems like she'd be a good victim. I'm just going to use hypnosis on her.
Vladislav faces the window and starts.
See me. See me. She can't see me from that angle.
Vladislav used to be extremely powerful. He could hypnotize crowds of people.
Great orgies, 20, 30 women.
He could turn into all sorts of animals, but now he never gets the face right.
He would kill anybody, men, women, children, burning everything. It was totally great.
But he suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of his arch nemesis, the Beast.
Ominous chorus. And in a drawing depicting the Beast, it's a creature with chicken legs, boobs, and a dick in the middle of its stomach.
And he's never been the same.
Exterior streets of Wellington. Vladislav is trying at another house, standing outside the window.
See me. See me. See me.
The guy doesn't see him. Vladislav knocks on the window to get his attention.
See me.
The man sees him, and a moment later he opens the door.
Would you like to come inside?
Vladislav weighs his options. Exterior flat later. Petyr ominously floats past the window. There's a knock at the door. Deacon opens the door.
Ah, Jackie, welcome.
Jackie attempts to come in for a kiss greeting, but Deacon brushes her aside.
Yeah, come in.
Hello. And this is Nick, ex-boyfriend, and Josephine.
Deacon manhandles the people inside.
Nice house.
And this is Deacon, my overseas friend from Europe.
Viago and Vladislav watch from a doorway.
Deacon and his friends need victims.
They see the guests coming and run into place, barely getting there before Nick and Josephine hit the door.
Hi, please come in. Welcome.
Interior Jackie talking head.
They can't be the people that actually invest in or like because, of course, they become victims.
Exterior streets of Wellington Day. Jackie looks through her old address book, finding victims.
Hi, Josephine. No, I sat next to you in English, remember? You used to call me the Jackasist. No, you did. No, you did. Yeah. No. You started that. You were the one that started calling me that. And then it kind of caught on. Yeah. Okay. Bye then. Bye. She's in.
Interior flat dining room present. Viago cranks at an old record player. Tiny big band music barely leaving the speaker. Nick and Josephine look more bored than anything else.
Do you like that, Nick?
Yep, it's a choice.
I will go and prepare dinner.
Please.
Viago leaves, a goofy grin on his face.
Nick, are you a virgin at all?
What?
Doesn't seem like. Are you a virgin?
He is.
No.
You were a virgin when we were seeing each other.
Yeah, I was 12.
You said he was a virgin.
Interior Deacon talking head.
I think we drink virgin blood because it sounds cool.
Interior Vladislav talking head.
I think of it like this. If you're going to eat a sandwich, you will just enjoy it more if you knew no one had fucked.
Interior flat dining room present. It's getting more awkward in here.
Let's concentrate on Josephine then. Are you a virgin?
I'm not, no.
Hey, I'm really sorry because I totally pinned her as a virgin. She looks like a virgin. She talks like a virgin. I mean, who would have sex with her? I wouldn't.
I would.
Oh.
Viago re-enters the room holding 2 open cans. He pours the cans of cold spaghetti onto Nick and Josephine's plates.
Okay, good. Here's 2 dinners. Yum.
Nick, do you like biscotti?
Yeah, I usually like it, but be better if it were warm.
Interior Deacon talking head.
So this is my favorite trick. We present our guest with a plate of biscotti, and then I will say, why don't you eat some biscotti?
Interior flat dining room present. Ah, shit. Now we get to see the trick in action.
Please, Nick, eat some biscotti.
Nick takes the tiniest bit of the cold spaghetti as he can.
I didn't realize you enjoyed eating worms, Nick.
Nick looks to the plate and backs away in disgust.
Oh, no.
They are worms.
Nick stands in fear as Jackie giggles.
There's worms moving around on my plate.
It is worm-like, but not actually worms.
Viago starts stirring up the spaghetti with Nick's fork.
This is merely biscotti.
Interior Deacon talking head.
We stole that idea from the Lost Boys, but I put a nice twist on it.
Interior flat dining room present. Deacon stands dramatically.
How does it feel, Nick, to have a snake for a penis?
Viago laughs to himself as Nick turns away, checking his pants.
Jackie, my penis has disappeared. There's a cobra snake.
No one's gonna mistake your penis for a cobra, Nick, okay? Believe me.
What did you put in my spaghetti?
No, it is just a normal penis.
I'm out. I'm out.
Nick starts leaving.
Josephine, do you like biscotti?
Interior flat hallway. Nick walks through the shadows, trying to find the door.
Look, these freaks spot my spaghetti, make my cock turn into a snake. It's not cool. Not cool.
Nick can't find his way back to the front door. Every door he tries is locked.
You don't think this is weird?
He tries another door.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He tries another door and the knob comes off in his hand. From outside he hears a car alarm chirp. Nick finds a window and looks down. Jackie's getting into her car. Nick knocks on the window, increasingly frantic.
Jackie? Jackie?
Sorry, Nick.
Jackie throws her hands up as if to say, "What are you going to do?" She then jumps in the car and leaves.
What are you doing, Jackie?
Suddenly, Vladislav floats up to the window in front of Nick, snarling at him. Nick runs. He finds an open door only to find Viago biting into Josephine. Nick startles Viago and Josephine starts spraying blood everywhere.
Shit!
Viago gargles the blood and Nick runs. Nick runs down the hallway, a bat screeching around his head. Nick gets away from the bat and hears a cat yowling. His eyes follow the sound until he sees a cat with the face of Vladislav.
What the fuck? No, nope.
Nick rounds a corner and comes back a moment later, followed by Viago, hissing. Nick loses Viago down a hall, but as he rounds another corner, Viago's there again. Nick shoves the door open and runs inside, slamming the door behind him. Viago bangs and snarls at the door.
Fuck off.
The pounding stops. Nick looks around the room.
Where am I?
The room seems full of old medical texts and skeletons. As Nick looks around, a hand starts reaching out of Nick's backpack. Nick whips the backpack off his back, fighting off Deacon, who is crawling out of it. Nick tosses the bag, and Deacon continues crawling after him. Nick manages to leave the room, only to be stopped by Viago, Vladislav, and Deacon floating down the hall.
No, no, no.
Nick runs as they all grab for him. Nick runs face first into a spider web, clearly the worst part of the night so far, and he topples down the stairs.
Up.
But Nick is finally back at the front door. He pulls the door open as the vampires come floating down, ready to feed. Viago giggles as Nick runs past him. Exterior flat continuous. Nick runs into the darkness outside.
Freaks.
Nick runs for his life. He's running. He's running. He might escape. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10, and there's Petyr with a surprise tackle. Nick screams.
Oh!
Oh no, Petyr got him.
Poor guy.
Who let Petyr out?
Viago walks back inside. Exterior flat the next morning. Jackie uses a hose to wash the blood off the walkway. 2 months later. Interior flat sitting room. Deacon is starting a sultry, seductive belly dance. You can tell he's been practicing this a while, and it means a lot to him. But that doesn't mean he's all that good at it. He keeps giving the camera the doomy eyes, and it's making me uncomfortable. Must be that raw vampire sexuality. Now he's really getting into the dance. Viago and Vladislav watch from a small picnic they have set up on the floor. This has stopped being a belly dance and turned into Deacon doing some kind of odd interpretive dance. Possibly about wanting to fuck the sun? I don't know, there's a lot of possibilities here. Viago seems at least slightly curious by the dance. Vladislav would rather be poking. There's a knock at the window.
Hey guys.
Nick floats at the window.
Hey, what are you guys doing?
Deacon puts his shirt back on and turns off the record.
What are you doing, Nick?
Come into the house.
Nick opens the window.
Hi, my name is Nick.
Nick sticks his head inside.
Hey guys.
Interior Nick talking head. Nick speaks to camera.
Been a vampire for 2 months.
Nick shows off his fangs, which, I'll be real, look jacked. Interior flat sitting room. Nick tries to fly through the open window. Tries being the operative word.
Probably reckon best thing about being a vampire is flying.
Interior Nick talking head. Nick, recent vampire.
Like, I've always wanted to. I think everyone has always wanted to fly, and now I can do it.
Interior flat sitting room. Nick is not doing well at getting through this window. I can't even describe how odd it is. It's like they put this dude on wires 5 minutes before filming began and just said, get through the window.
Oof.
Finally, Nick succeeds in getting inside.
Nick, why don't you just use the front door?
Why would I? I'm flying.
Interior Nick talking head. Nick sits with Petyr.
Petyr bit me, sucked all my blood out. I woke up in his basement and he offered me some blood. I just thought it was something, some German thing that these guys do.
Interior NZ urgent care. Oh, New Zealand urgent care. Flashback. Nick walks up to the desk.
Transition into becoming a vampire was pretty hard.
He points to his neck wound, which looks veiny and infected. Nick sits, filling out paperwork calmly.
Looked like shit to start off with. Like, I had a massive gash on my neck. Like, you could see inside my neck.
Nick is being checked out by the doctor.
Had blood all over my top, and then I came home and I was sweating.
Interior Nick's flat. Flashback. Nick sits in bed, pulling off his hoodie.
It was either really hot or really cold. It was like a hangover times 10, I reckon.
Nick looks at his reflection in the mirror, which seems to have a slight lag.
It was really bad.
The lag starts getting longer.
It's quite similar to having the flu.
Nick shakes and screams like he's possessed by a Gatman demon. Nick's back starts arching.
So the only difference would probably be that my eyes bleed heaps.
Blood pours from Nick's eyes. Nick shivers aggressively.
You guys not cold?
Nick is actually shivering while sitting on the ceiling.
I don't know. I can't explain it. Like, it was just real hot and cold and like bloody eyes and flying and stuff.
Into your flat sitting room present.
The neighbors can see you flying around the house. You want to draw attention to this house? Hmm?
You've got a whole documentary crew following you around.
I'm doing an erotic dance for my friends and you ruined it. I was in the zone. My friends are loving it.
Oh, I love it. I saw the end of it. It looked great.
Into your Nick talking head.
I don't know if I'm accepted yet, but I don't know. I think it's getting there. I think they're old and stuff, but they're quite naive when it comes to the real world. So I don't know. It would be cool to just hang out with them. They can teach me some stuff, and I can probably teach them a few things.
Into your flat sitting room present. Nick tries to scratch on the record on Deacon's record player. The vampires seem impressed. Into your flat living room later. Nick sits with Viago and Petyr, watching static on the TV.
The stat, it was like, oh no, like I'm dead.
Exterior skies above Wellington. The vampires fly.
It's kind of affected my friendship with normal people, my family and stuff. But the way I see it, I've got a whole new family.
Exterior streets of Wellington. The vampires ride tandem bicycles down the streets.
They accept me for who I am, and I accept them for who they are.
Into your flat living room. Viago and Nick play Pac-Man in the mirror.
Even though one of them killed me.
Exterior streets of Wellington night.
Where should we go tonight? Let's go to the big Kumara.
Oh, why don't we go to Boogie Wonderland?
We never get into Boogie Wonderland.
No, my friend Richard's the bouncer. He can get us in.
What? Really?
He'll invite us in. Stu's keen. Stu loves it.
Nick points to Stu, a random dude who's been walking with them.
Oh, is that Stu?
Exterior Nick talking head. Nick stands with Stu, who looks quite uneasy on camera.
This is my friend Stu.
Hey.
He works in computers and stuff. Originally, he went out with my sister, and then they broke up. I didn't really get into it, but it's got nothing to do with me.
Nick waves his hand in front of Stu's face.
And you can't hear me.
Stu keeps staring at Nick, hypnotized.
Yeah, so basically Stu doesn't know that I'm a vampire, and he doesn't know that my friends are vampires.
Exterior streets of Wellington. Stu walks with the vampires. Viago showing off a jean jacket with flowers embroidered on it.
He just thinks that I've met some colorful friends.
This is Jasmine.
I brought him around to the house, and they all thought I brought like a meal for everyone. It's just like...
Exterior Nick talking head.
It really, really sucks that I can't eat him. I just want to like,
Stu still can't hear Nick. Nick moves in as if he's gonna bite, but doesn't. Stu doesn't react because, can't hear him.
Look at it. He's the greatest guy I know, but you can hear me.
He waves his hand in front of Stu, who's now unhypnotized.
Like computer-based stuff, mainly.
Yeah, database.
Yeah, like computers, mainly.
Exterior streets of Wellington. The group stands, Deacon clearly getting upset.
Let's have a vote for Boogie Wonderland or the big Kumara. Big Kumara?
Deacon is the only one who raises his hand. They all nod and start to walk away.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Great.
Careful, Stu. Hurry up.
Deacon is left alone. Interior Deacon talking head.
I don't think Nick should have been turned into a vampire. He's such a dick.
Exterior Boogie Wonderland. The group walks up to the club. Music blares from inside. The bouncer sees them and goes for a high five with Nick.
How are you, brother?
Hey, looking great, man.
The bouncer and Nick turn to face the rest of them.
Gentlemen, you are most welcome.
They laugh and enter the club. Deacon still does not look happy. Into your Boogie Wonderland. The club is raging, especially compared to the big Kumara. This club is amazing. They have disco balls and everything.
We're in Boogie Wonderland.
Nick and Viago give the camera crew a thumbs up. Interior Boogie Wonderland Viago talking head.
So we're here in Boogie Wonderland and it is so much fun.
Interior Boogie Wonderland. Viago points to the dance floor, which lights up.
They have an electric floor. This is amazing.
Vladislav is attempting to hypnotize someone dancing. He taps their shoulder and waves his hand.
I'm just so happy to be
Deacon
here.
talks to Viago.
This is pretty cheesy. Also, did you see the jacket he wore? He's wearing the same jacket as me.
Deacon, hate to break it to you, but you're wearing a vest and a puffy shirt. You look like a broke-ass pirate.
It's not exactly the same.
It's pretty close.
Nick dances in a jacket that makes him look like a marching band drum major. Viago moves close to someone, ready to bite, but there's no way to do it without looking like a creeper. Into your Boogie Wonderland, Nick talking head. Nick talks to camera, blood all over his mouth.
Just loving being a vampire at the moment.
Into your Boogie Wonderland, Vladislav dances with a hypnotized woman. Viago's just fucking screaming. Exterior streets of Wellington later. The vampires are walking the night across a parking garage roof.
At Ladies Arms, Wednesdays, they do like a Fear Factor competition. You can win like t-shirts and hats and sport prizes.
I can smell werewolves.
They see another group of guys across the lot coming towards them. Vladislav turns to the camera.
Hey, we're just about to walk past some werewolves, so some shit might go down.
The groups are within earshot.
Look out, guys. Don't catch fleas.
What's that, mate?
Again?
Sorry, what? What?
Keep walking, keep walking.
What? I heard that, mate. We have got sensitive hearing.
Have you? Have you?
Yeah.
Anton notices the camera crew.
What are you filming? Some kind of music video or something?
We don't want any trouble.
I do.
Why'd you start it?
Why? Have I got your hackles up? Huh? Why don't you girls smell your own crotches, huh?
Hey, come on, Deacon. Stop it.
What are you talking about? We don't smell our own crotches. We smell each other's crotches. It's a form of greeting.
Anton pulls him back.
You're on camera, mate. Don't do it.
But it's okay because I know this guy. It's Count Fuckula.
The werewolves laugh before Anton stifles them.
Hey, don't swear.
Sorry, they
We're werewolves. What are we?
We're werewolves, not
Not
swearwolves.
Werewolves.
That's a very offensive word to call people.
Well, at least I didn't call you a bundle of sticks.
Is this bundle of sticks, you werewolves?
Deacon steps up and fake throws a stick, and one of the pack goes running for it.
I don't get it.
It's not real.
Viago takes off one of his gloves.
He's just gonna take off his gloves. He's just gonna take off his gloves.
Yeah, dude, I just said that. Viago slaps Derek in the face with the glove.
shit, man. Why the fuck did you do that for?
Anton comes up from the back and grabs Derek's arm.
Hey, don't sweat. We're going to lose it. We're going to lose it.
Various members of the pack start growling and snapping.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, calm down, Dion.
Dean starts snarling as Anton restrains him.
Whoa!
The wolves start freaking out.
Hey, do the breathing. Do the breathing.
Anton works to calm his pack.
Do the breathing. Count to 10, mate.
Come on.
Hold it.
It's all right. It's not a full moon.
Anton faces the vampires.
Thanks a lot, guys. Enjoy your night.
You should be ashamed of yourselves, man.
Great. We didn't want this to happen.
The vampires hiss at the wolves. The pack howls into the night. The vampires hiss again.
Come on, guys.
Say it, don't spray it, bitch.
Declan, why are you swearing all the time?
Well, he roiled me.
The part ways.
Were they actually vampires?
Yeah.
Are you guys too?
Oh, right, Stu is there, and he looks very confused, just holding his burrito. Interior Nick talking head. Nick sits in the flat talking to camera.
Just don't really know how to approach this because I've never done it before. And he's a good friend. I don't want to break that friendship, but again, what do you do when someone tells you that they're a vampire?
Nick walks through the flat, deep in thought. He enters the kitchen and sits next to Stu.
I'm expecting him to be angry. He might be scared. I'm expecting a lot of things to bubble to the surface.
Nick scoots up his seat.
Probably noticed I've been going through a few changes lately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't show up for lunch anymore.
Yeah.
And I've changed all our tennis games to nighttime tennis games.
Right.
And they went from beating me every time and have won the last 3.
Yeah.
So the reason I brought you here is to tell you that I'm a vampire.
The words just hang there.
Stu took it pretty well. He's definitely my best mate. And I'm not going to eat him.
Nick gets serious with Stu for a minute.
If they ever offer you spaghetti, you shouldn't eat it.
I think they offered me a biscotti.
Interior Nick talking head.
Vampire mates don't eat human mates.
Nick sits on the stairs right next to Stu.
No matter how much I wanted to eat him, I'll never eat him because he's my mate. Hey, Stu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interior flat later. Stu walks through the house holding a small TV.
Stu is great.
Viago, Vladislav, and Deacon sit on a small couch.
Yeah, we really like him.
At first, I wanted to kill him, but now I'm glad I spent the time to get to know him.
Stu finishes setting up the TV.
Yeah, of course he looks delicious with his big red cheeks, but we've all got an agreement that we're not going to eat stew, right?
Right.
Interior flat, Petyr's room. Nick talks to Petyr, who still stands in his coffin.
The guys upstairs, they're loving him. At the start, they were a bit, here's this human you're bringing into the house, but it took them literally 2 minutes and they like him more than they like me, I reckon.
Interior flat, kitchen. Deacon knits.
I'm knitting a scarf for Stu.
Interior flat, entryway. Stu is giving Viago a karate lesson.
Right, now try an attack. Use your legs.
Viago does a flying bicycle kick at Stu.
Wow.
Stu shows Viago a block.
And punch high.
Okay. Yep.
Viago block very close to his face.
Hey.
Interior flat, Petyr's room.
I'm trying to say is, because I know that you turned me into a vampire, maybe don't do that to him. He's a vegetarian.
Petyr nods, understanding.
The last thing he'd want to do is eat a live being or eat blood or eat meat.
Interior flat, study. Stu shows the boys how to use a laptop. Viago moves the pointer around the screen.
I am controlling this.
Deacon tries to grab the pointer from the screen.
Is it?
Stu shows Viago a cell phone.
It's quite amazing to see how far technology can go forward if you're not paying attention.
Viago types with one finger at the screen. He then wills the message towards Deacon's phone. Deacon looks at his phone as it buzzes.
One message received?
Deacon reads. He jumps in fear.
Oh!
Deacon scans the wall, terrified. Viago giggles. Deacon reads the small screen.
There is a crucifix behind you.
Stu teaches Viago about the modern camera.
So down on that one, like halfway. Down, we'll focus it.
Vladislav makes a frightening snarl at the camera.
Maybe smile?
Quick photo montage of Vladislav's selfie journey. Interior flat living room. Stu sits at the computer. Viago, Vladislav, and Deacon around him.
Anything you want to find, you
Yeah.
write.
You type it out.
I lost a really nice silk scarf in about 1912.
Yes.
Stu chuckles.
Now Google it.
Interior flat study. Stu works on throwing pots with Viago and Deacon.
Stu is the first human friend that I've had for a long time.
Interior trio talking head. Viago, Deacon, and Vladislav sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Interior flat study. Stu sits at the computer with Vladislav.
You can look at her photos,
Oh, yes.
or we could just poke her.
This piques Vladislav's interest.
Yes.
Interior flat study later. Deacon and Viago sit with Stu.
Can we see a movie of a sunrise?
All of the vampires are now gathered round, Nick included. Stu finds a video on YouTube and pulls it up. They all jolt at the sight of first light.
Shit!
Oh, nice.
Interior flat study later. Stu works his Google foo.
If we push images, then we could see pictures of virgins.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Googling virgins. Good luck with that, Stu.
Whoops.
Stu tries to go back, but the page is stuck.
I don't think she's a virgin if she's doing that.
Interior flat music room later. Music plays operatically through their record player. Deacon stands there as the record finishes. He scratches for a beat, like Nick showed them, and chuckles to himself. Interior flat study later. Stu sits at the computer with Viago. A chat messenger opens.
There he is. Yeah, that is my old servant, Phillip.
So we're going to call him?
Yeah.
And maximize the screen?
Screen beeps and the call connects. On the other end sits an old man who smiles widely.
My God, that's him. That's Phillip. That's Phillip. He looks so old.
Master, it's been so long. You look the same. Tell me, did you find Katherine?
There's no hurry, love is patient. Listen, Phillip, you paid the wrong fare on the box.
What?
For the coffin. You paid the wrong fare and it took me ages to get here.
Master, you promised you would turn me into a vampire. I'm 90 years old.
Ew.
You promised, and now I'm so old.
Well, it was great seeing you, Phillip.
Viago waves.
I never did anything with my life.
Stu points to the X in the corner.
Just quickly.
Yes.
I've been waiting.
The window closes. Viago sits there uncomfortable. Exterior, Rita Angus Retirement Village night. Viago stands outside looking upwards at one of the windows. Inside the little apartment we see a tiny old lady just puttering around. Interior mixer later. The gang bustles around a party. Vladislav dances with a woman. Stu talks to a woman at the bar.
Data about where things are.
Like Google Maps and stuff.
Yeah, kind of like Google Maps, but like more layers of information.
At the other end of the bar, Nick talks to a cluster of people.
Movie Twilight. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm the main guy in Twilight. You know the main guy, Twilight? That's me. This camera's following me around. We could have chosen anyone.
I think you mean Batman, sir. And you, Nick, are no Batman. Deacon has had it with Nick's shit, too. Interior mixer moments later. Vladislav and Viago have pulled Nick aside.
How many people have you told you're a vampire?
Not many.
I heard that girl talking about it. She says you're a vampire.
Oh yeah, I told her.
Who else?
Who did you tell?
I told her hot friends.
You can't tell everyone that you're a vampire.
Nick points to a random dude sitting behind him.
Who's that guy?
Don't know, but I'll trust him.
Oh.
You can't tell everyone.
Right, I won't.
Smash cut 2, exterior mixer. Nick doing precisely fucking that.
I'm a vampire!
The crowd cheers. Nick walks further down the street past a cluster of guys.
Vampire!
Interior convenience store. Nick talks to the guy behind the counter.
Yeah, I've got a bit of an eye condition.
What's wrong with them?
Vampire eyes. Can't go into the sun.
Deacon looks at him like, what the shit, man? Interior bar. Nick leans back in a chair and shows a woman his teeth.
Oh my god. Are they your fangs? For real?
Real. Too real.
Interior pool hall bar later. Nick talks with two gruff-looking dudes, both of them wearing flannel.
I'm a vampire, though.
You're a vampire?
Yeah.
I'm a vampire hunter, man.
Nick laughs.
No, you're not.
I am.
You piece of shit.
Who are these two? The Winchester brothers?
Skype you.
Interior convenience store.
I can float. I can transform into stuff.
Same.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I'll show you.
He snarls, almost condescendingly.
You show me some of your vampire stuff.
What have I got?
Nick's face distorts with an inhuman hiss. After a beat, it shifts back to normal.
Don't lie about transforming into shit.
Nick leaves the store, leaving the teller terrified and dumbfounded. Deacon follows Nick out the door. Stu still looks through the aisles. Exterior streets of Wellington.
Twilight.
Up, Nick, you're not Twilight.
What's your problem?
You are my problem. Telling the world that we are vampires?
I'll tell the whole world that you're an asshole now.
Shut up.
Deacon shoves Nick. Nick staggers a step, then shoves Deacon.
You shut up.
Guys,
You shut up.
No, you shut up.
No, you shut up.
You shut up. I'm Dracula, man.
You're not Dracula. You don't even know who Dracula is, you idiot.
Deacon slaps Nick, who jumps in the air, shifting into a, say it with me, folks.
Bat!
Bat! Deacon jumps in the air. Bat! The two bats fly at each other.
Oh, bat fight.
oh, bat fight. Oh, yeah.
Viago and Vladislav giggle drunkenly. In a quick moment, one of the bats turns back to Deacon and grabs the other. Deacon grabs the handful of bat and throws it against a garage. At impact, the bat turns back into Nick.
Oh, Deacon, that wasn't fair, man.
Nick sits up, the shoulder of his jacket torn.
Fucking jacket, man.
I don't care about your stupid jacket.
Deacon runs off and jumps into the air. Bat once more. He flies away.
Deacon.
You okay, man?
Interior Young Shing restaurant and takeaway later. Nick sits, stewing over his torn jacket. Stu eats from a plate of fries.
Hey, Stu.
Mm-hmm.
How's your worms?
What?
You're eating worms.
Stu looks at the plate of fries. Nope, they're fries. Or chips. They're chips here.
Can you do that shit where you turn it into worms?
No.
It doesn't work on chips, only works on things that already look like worms. Maybe noodles. Do you want some noodles?
Now.
Fun fact, this scene was the most expensive to shoot because they digitally removed the vampire's reflections from the table. It's the little things. Anyway, Nick reaches for a chip and pops into his mouth.
Oh, no, I wouldn't eat that.
Why?
Into your back alley minutes later, Nick violently spews. You see Team America? He's the main guy. Team America? That's him.
Are you okay, Nick?
Nick offers a weak thumbs up.
All right.
Nick spews again. Nick grunts as he vomits like Logan did during the Roger Rabbit reading. True story.
He ate the chip.
Can't eat solids now. Great. Right. You ate a chip. Can't eat solids now. But what? I can't sunbathe. I can't watch daytime TV. I can't. Oh yeah. Guess I could. More than anything, it's just the chips. It's my favorite food, and I can't eat chips. I don't. It's just I hate. I'll say it. I'm over being a vampire. Shit. So don't believe the hype.
Okay. Exterior Jackie Street later. A Deacon bat flies through the night before colliding with the power line. There's a small surge of sparks and the bat lands with a thud on a parked car. The alarm blares. Deacon rolls off the hood and dusts himself off.
Jackie?
A knock is heard. Exterior Jackie's house. Deacon stands in the back door. Jackie's standing there.
Jackie, can I come in, please?
Jackie looks back to her kids.
All right. Off to bed, guys.
Deacon waves at them.
Hello, children. Cute little children.
Don't look at that man.
Jackie pulls the door closed as she steps outside.
Natasha, don't look at the man.
Deacon and Jackie stand outside. Jackie unsure as to why he's there.
I was going to bite you tonight.
Really?
But now I can't because there's this Nick being a vampire.
Sorry, I thought you killed him 2 months ago.
Oh, I didn't know. He's a vampire.
What do you mean?
He jumped in front of your place.
Interior Jackie talking head. Jackie irons a mountain of shirts.
All I'm saying is that you know, if you had a penis, I would have been bitten years ago.
Exterior Jackie's house.
I may have to penalize you perhaps another couple of years, perhaps 10 years.
Interior Jackie talking head.
Like one big circle, just biting each other's dicks, you know? They don't even wear shirts. They wear blouses. It's just this big homoerotic dick-biting club, and I'm just stuck here ironing their fucking frills.
Exterior Jackie's house.
Also, clean the bathrooms, please. There's blood everywhere. It is gruesome, okay?
Deacon clears his throat and leaves like a rude bitch.
See you tomorrow.
Jackie walks inside.
Off to bed, please.
Exterior Rita Angus Retirement Village. Viago watches Katherine floating up to the window.
Katherine, she was so charming and nice.
Interior flat. Viago removes Katherine's photo from the locket with tweezers and heavy gloves.
She was everything I wanted. Unfortunately, yeah, she was married.
Viago scans her photo into the computer.
Sure, I could kill the guy. I thought about chopping his head off, draining him of every drop of bloody head, but who wouldn't?
Katherine smiles largely in her wedding photo.
But then I also saw how happy she was.
Viago eagerly awaits a printout of Katherine's photo enlarged.
And that made me kind of happy. And I didn't want to ruin it for her, so...
Viago prepares for bed. He closes the curtains and lays in his coffin. Katherine's picture adhered to the lid. He trails a finger along her lips.
I did the honorable thing. Then I just stepped back and let her live her life.
The coffin lid closes with a creak. After a moment or two, a rhythmic thumping is heard from inside the coffin, which slowly gets faster. Interior flat. The next day, the sun rises and chaos can be heard. Viago and Deacon throw open the doors to a small hallway and moves towards the inhuman screeches.
Peter's room!
Petyr continues screaming as they rush closer.
Peter!
Peter!
Where is it? Peter!
Peter!
Deacon arrives to the trapdoor to Peter's room, pulls it open. They glance down and see Peter running around the room, engulfed in flames.
Peter! Get water! Get out of the sunlight!
Water! Get water!
Vladislav runs to go get water.
Peter, get away from the sunlight! Get in the shadows, Peter!
Get out of the sunlight!
Peter runs into their sight, the fire raging higher. Vladislav runs down the hallway screaming with a large pitcher of water in his hands.
Get out of my way!
Vladislav tosses the pitcher down the stairs, the water barely making a dent in the raging inferno. Yeah!
I'm going in. I'm coming, Peter!
Deacon, no, it's sunlight!
Yeah,
I'm coming for you!
No, it's sunlight out there. It's sunlight. It's sunlight.
Vladislav closed the door to Peter's room, breathing heavily.
I was too late.
Viago wails, mourning. Vladislav comes tearing down the hallway towards the camera crew.
Turn that thing off. Our friend has just been killed in a fatal sunlight accident.
He slaps the camera down. Interior flat, Petyr's room that night. A dead hunter lies on the floor, wooden stake in his hand.
So, this is what I think happened. The vampire hunter has broken through the window here, has impacted the table, breaking the table leg. Then he has come this way, towards the tomb.
Deacon walks us through the scene, CSI style. As he approaches the body, Deacon gags profusely.
Crucifix! Cover the crucifix!
Vladislav, holding back disgust and pain, pulls closed the vampire's hunter's coat, hiding the cross. Vladislav mashes the coat into the cross, hissing all the while. The second it's covered, the hissing stops and Deacon resumes, barely missing a step.
And then Petyr has burst from the tomb, pushed the tomb lid onto the vampire hunter. And then the sunlight has come through here and burned Petyr alive.
Deacon stands over Petyr's charred remains. Vladislav reaches into the vampire hunter's coat, grabbing one of the stakes.
I think this is just a table leg, which is sanded down. You think he hand sanded that?
Yes, imagine that stuck in you.
Oh.
Nick makes his way into Petyr's room, led by Viago.
Quite shocking down here, Nick. Look, here's our sweet Petyr,
Oh, fucking hell.
burnt to a sizzle.
I can't figure out this.
This is the vampire hunter.
Who's this guy?
Look at his bloody head on the back of the front.
Sure enough, the dead hunter's head is turned around, back to front.
Twist it the other way,
This way.
Let's see who this guy is.
Vladislav turns the man's head back.
Oh, yes. Typical macho type.
Yuck.
Hideous.
Oh shit, I know that guy actually.
You know him.
Yeah,
What?
I saw him the other night in town. I told him I was a vampire.
What?
I thought he was joking. He said he was a vampire hunter.
You let a vampire hunter into our house?
I didn't let him in. I gave him my email.
Nick.
I will tear out your tongue and shove it down your ass!
Guys.
Deacon chases Nick up the stairs and out of Petyr's room. Petyr's flat, upper hallway, continuous.
I'll kill you! I'm gonna kill you!
Deacon and Nick fight in the hallway. Actually, to call it a fight is generous. Deacon throws Nick into a wall, and they tussle Inception style.
I'll tear your tongue!
They jump to the ceiling.
You killed Petyr with your big mouth!
It was a mistake.
Deacon knocks Nick to the ceiling.
Get up and stand on the ceiling like a man!
They snarl at each other as the fight leads out of the hall. You hear flat kitchen moments later. Deacon flies at Nick, who's retreated to a corner on the ceiling. Viago holds Deacon's legs, trying to prevent more bloodshed.
We can talk about this, okay? We can talk about it, mate.
I'm gonna kill you!
I'm already dead. Stu, stay back.
Stu simply stands at the edge of the kitchen, holding a candlestick like a bench is playing Clue. Or he was doing dishes. Suddenly there's a knock at the door.
There's someone at the door. I'll go.
They hiss and try to fly at Nick, with Vladislav holding him back. Into your flat entryway moments later, Viago peeks through the lace curtains and jumps back.
Oh, shit.
Viago carefully opens the door to see two police officers.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, police.
Hi, I'm Constable Leary. This is Constable Minogue. We're just responding to a report of a possible forced entry and also a rather large amount of shrieking. Just wondering if maybe we could come in, just have a wee look around.
Okay.
What's with the fellow? What's with the camera?
Interior Constable Leary's talking head.
Yeah, we're obviously just here because there was a phone call about a member of the public about a bit of disturbance, some loud noises, possibly a forced entry, wasn't there? And also maybe a bit of smoke coming out. So we're just checking over the scene, making sure everything's, above board, so to speak, and making sure no one's in danger, that kind of thing.
Interior flat entryway. Viago points upstairs to the two officers at his side.
Might go up and have a wee look up there. That's all right with you?
Come on, mate. You lead the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Viago giggles in discomfort and then starts to lead them up the stairs.
Smells a bit weird in here too, mate.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Viago stops halfway up the stairs and turns to face the officers.
You will not notice anything out of the ordinary.
Deacon can be heard growling distantly from the kitchen.
No, we certainly hope not. Let's just keep going up.
Interior flat kitchen moments later. The officers enter the room. Deacon still floating and Nick hanging in the corner.
Yeah. Hi there, guys. How are you?
Hey, fellas.
Hello.
Is this the room we heard all the shouting come from?
And that was me.
Yeah. Okay, we've had a couple reports, okay?
Vladislav is still hanging off of Deacon's legs, staring at the officers.
There's a couple of people not that happy about the level of noise in here.
Okay, the neighbors.
You've got neighbours on either side.
Hear Viago talking ahead.
Okay, I'm really nervous. I hypnotize those cops, but I'm not a great hypnotizer, so we could wear off any second. I really hope those guys don't have to kill those police, because it would mean more police will come, possibly even Christians, which is totally the last thing we need in this house.
Hear flat kitchen.
I can see you're having a good time. End of the day, we got to keep the peace, okay?
Constable Minogue notices something in the corner. You mean like Nick hanging there like a demon?
Whoa. See what I'm saying?
He clicks on a flashlight and casts it over Nick and all along the ceiling.
What's that, Minogue?
She follows his gaze.
You're joking. What a smoke alarm in sight.
No smoke detectors, mate. Rule number 1. Smoke detectors.
Okay.
Rule number 2. Maybe not so many barbecues inside.
Sort it out, fellas.
Okay.
Interior flat, Peter's room. The officers walk through Peter's room.
Barbecue smells really strong down here, doesn't it? What kind of marinade?
Yeah.
O'Leary points to the dead vampire hunter on the floor.
It's a friend who came to our party.
Mate, you all right?
He's drunk.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, drunk guy.
Yeah, look, you can't just leave him down here like that, okay? This guy's not having a good time. He's going to feel terrible tomorrow.
Well, his soul is in hell.
Well, I don't think their soul is. All I'm saying is, where's his blanket?
There's a big slab of concrete on him. Could move that.
This is definitely not going to be comfortable. Anything else in here, Minogue?
Nah, I think I've seen enough.
Okay.
Once again, eagle-eyed Minogue catches sight of something.
Hang on a minute. What we got here?
What is that?
The officer points seemingly right at the charred remains of Peter. Viago points somewhere else.
This?
This.
Oh, this.
You can see it as clearly as I am. Adhesive, mate. That's a flammable. Then you got a lamp on top of that, directly underneath the power source.
That is quite bad, guys.
It is very bad. And no smoke detectors again, are there?
No.
Yes, there are.
I see
Yes,
them.
there are.
I see them. Yes. That's good.
Lots to think about, guys.
Yeah. Lots to think about.
Next flat meeting, yeah?
Yeah, good thinking. That's the thing. Just have a bit of dialogue about it.
The officers lead up the stairs.
Okay, they've got a really good point.
Wait, let's kill them.
Well, let's just see what other safety points they have, and then maybe we'll kill them.
Interior flat sitting room later. Nick sits on a small couch in front of a wall of portraits of the other vampires. Across from him stands the trio.
I call into session the trial of Nick of Wellington.
Viago sits at a small table and opens a little journal.
Read the charges.
Viago reads.
Problems we have with Nick. Number one, you brought a human into our house, which is a big no-no in the vampire world.
Stu is okay, though.
Yeah, Stu is fine. So I guess we'll cross that one out.
Viago can't find anything to write with. Stu gets up and brings him a pen.
Thank you, Stu.
Thank you, Stu.
So the new number one, Nick's been telling people he's a vampire. That in turn resulted in an unwanted visit from a vampire hunter. Crime number two, and this is quite a biggie, Nick. The vampire hunter who killed Petyr. Actually, that should have actually been crime number one, but we wanted to build up to that. Number three, Deacon doesn't like that you wear the same jacket as him, and he would like that you find your own original style.
For these crimes of which we, the Vampire Council, find you guilty, you should be banished from our flat indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
So I can come back.
No, indefinitely means there is no end.
I thought it was like...
The indefinite means it's not a definite thing. It can be changed.
Yes, but it's long.
Be tomorrow? Be 6 months?
No.
It's not tomorrow.
Forget about it.
You're banished.
You're banished.
That's it.
But Stu, you can visit if you like.
Thank you.
For your crimes, you will be made to suffer the procession of shame.
I asked them, Nick. I asked them not to pass that sentence.
We should do this immediately, in my opinion.
You didn't ask. You didn't ask. You were saying yes.
I did, but I still think it's quite extreme.
Well, this is going to happen.
Nick sighs.
Let us do the procession of shame now.
Exterior flat, yard. Moments later, Nick stands as the vampires walk around him in a circle chanting.
Shame.
Shame. Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Shame.
Bad vampire.
Shame.
They stop and Nick stands there. He gestures to Stu.
Shall we go, Stu?
Bye, Stu.
Deacon waves to Stu. As Nick reaches the gate, he looks back for a long moment, then closes the gate with a creak. The vampires sigh and head inside.
That was a shame.
Interior flat, bathroom, later. Jackie scrubs the bathroom floor, which is covered in blood. Did they actually eat those cops? Oh, wait. They got their own spin-off TV show. Wellington Paranormal? Cool. Several months later. Interior flat, kitchen night.
So today we have an invitation to the big event of the year.
They sit at the table with an elegant letter in front of them. A large wax seal across the closing of the letter.
Breaking it open.
They burnt the edges.
Viago pulls the old-looking parchment out of the envelope.
Like a treasure map or something.
It looks very authentic, doesn't it?
Viago starts to read.
Dearly departed. That's us. The Wellington Vampire Association, in conjunction with the Lower Hutt Vampire Witch Club and the Karori Zombie Society, invite you to attend the Unholy Masquerade on the night of the 6th of June, starting at 6 p.m. 666.
Oh, yeah.
Interior Vladislav talking head.
The Unholy Masquerade, of course, is a great time for the undead community of Wellington. There's zombies there, vampires, banshees, all having a dance together. It's always a big deal for me. Love it.
Interior Viago talking head.
One year, I went to the Unholy Masquerade dressed as Whoopi Goldberg from Sister Act 1 and Sister Act 2 back in the habit. Didn't go down so well because she was a nun. Vampires don't like nuns.
Interior Vladislav talking head. Vladislav tries on various masks.
Of course, the big deal of the Unholy Masquerade is every year they announce the guest of honor, and I don't know if I should be saying this, but I heard a little rumor that the guest of honor this year might be me.
Interior flat, kitchen, present. They continue to read the invitation.
The location?
Oh, yeah, where is it?
Oh, the location.
Cathedral of Despair?
And the guest of honor will be.
Viago reads it and stops. He can't bring himself to say it.
Who is it? Show me.
Viago sighs and hands the page to Vladislav. Vladislav reads and struggles to hide the rage building within. A massive vein stretches across his forehead. Vladislav breathes deeply.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Vladislav reaches the kitchen. The second he's out of sight, we hear him tearing up the living room, screaming with rage.
Ah!
Viago leans in towards camera.
I can't believe it.
So Vladislav just had a reaction to the information that the guest of honor will be the beast.
Another flash of that old image, the creature with chicken legs, boobs, and a dick in the middle of his stomach. Interior Vladislav talking head.
The darkest part of my mind is reserved for the beast.
Interior Viago and Deacon talking head.
He could tell you a thing or two about the beast.
Interior flat kitchen. Vladislav sits with stew.
You should pray that you never have to see the beast.
Interior flat. Beast montage. Vladislav is showing off his paintings.
This one is called the beast.
Vladislav sits in a club talking to a booth full of women.
And I said, get your hands off my balls, beast.
Interior Viago and Deacon talking head.
He may have told you some stories about his great battle with the beast.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I fought the beast on a cliff. Oh, I fought the beast in a swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one time I fought the beast in the toilets of a nightclub.
Difficult battle.
Interior Vladislav's talking head. Vladislav lies in his coffin.
I hope you never see the beast. The beast.
Interior flat 30 nights later. Viago has entered wearing black leather and shades.
You can't go to the ball as Blade. He's a vampire hunter.
Yeah, but vampires love Wesley Snipes.
No, it's inappropriate.
Deacon faces the back of Vladislav's head.
Okay, Vlad. The green jumpers or the black leather with the dragon belt? I'm having a mild crisis here.
Vladislav doesn't look up.
That depends. Which pants do you want to wear?
Well, just look at the pants, Bled.
Turn around and look at them.
Vladislav turns around, his face stone gray and cracked.
They're just pants.
Shit, man.
Holy shit.
Oh, you look terrible.
The black pants.
Thank you. Get dressed.
I don't know if I feel up to it, really.
Well, you don't look that great, but if you eat someone on the way and rejuvenate a little bit.
You could probably wear a mask or something.
Just leave me to do my dark bidding on the internet.
What are you bidding on?
I'm bidding on a table.
Look, are you coming or not?
Not.
I'm going to change. We're leaving in 10 minutes.
Have a good time.
Interior Cathedral of Despair later. The unholy masquerade. The party is bopping. A friendly-looking witch waves to the crew as Viago and Deacon enter.
Hello!
A little later, Viago stands with a zombie.
We tend to often, without getting into that sort of stuff, which, I'm really sick of, but, it's harder for us to actually chase people down.
Viago looks like he'd rather be elsewhere. A zombie couple comes shuffling up.
Can I introduce you to Gary and Alicia?
Gary and Alicia groan, much like zombies would expect. Viago grabs a napkin to shake hands without touching them.
Hi, how are you?
Less groaning, guys.
Across the party, Deacon talks to camera.
So we're at the unholy masquerade. It's great.
A familiar-looking woman is coming up behind Deacon, wearing a mask of her own. She sticks her tongue out at camera.
This is my mask, which I made for the occasion.
He turns and sees the woman, who smiles, big with fangs.
Hey.
Jackie laughs as she raises her mask. Deacon finally recognizes her.
Jackie.
Yeah.
This is an undead party.
Yeah, I'm a vampire.
You will have your...
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire.
Great.
Yeah,
So, who bit you?
a Nick.
Oh, great. Right.
She points across the party at Nick.
Yeah.
They look over and see Viago talking to Nick.
Deacon!
Moments later, Deacon stands with Viago and Nick.
Pretty rude because she was my servant.
She was a pretty useless servant. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yes, but still, I would have appreciated if you had asked.
How's Stu?
Nick points across the party.
Oh, he's good. He's here.
Oh, he's here.
Ooh!
Stu.
They see Stu across to him, showering him with hugs.
Hey! Stu, I think you're a mute.
How are you?
Oh, it's nice to see you. Group hug. Yes.
Has anyone looked at you like they want to eat you at all?
Oh no.
There's feedback from the microphone on stage.
Can you hear me at the back? Oh, on behalf of the Wellington Vampire Society, the Lower Hat Vampire Witch Club, and the Karori Zombie Society, we welcome you here tonight. We're raffling live meat pack this year. You can inspect the prize over there to my left.
She gestures to a cage where two white bread-looking sumbitches are chained up.
It's a wonderful prize. Tickets are only $10 each, or $45 for a book of 5. And now, without further ado, here's my very great pleasure to introduce you to this year's guest of honor, Pauline Ivanovich.
The crowd cheers and applauds. Pauline takes the stage wearing a lavish red dress.
Thank you.
In the crowd, Viago points while talking to camera.
That's the beast.
Thank you.
Interior, Vladislav talking head. Vladislav sits in front of his computer.
The Beast is the name I give to my ex-girlfriend, Pauline. She prefers Pauline. We had a very intense relationship. We were very sexually explosive. Last time I saw her, she impaled me and called me an asshole. She said all kinds of things that really hurt me, and all this while I was impaled on a lamppost.
Interior, Cathedral of Despair, present. Pauline stands at the mic.
Well, everyone, I've been mingling around, and I really hope that I will meet. All of you.
There's scattered applause. On the refreshments table, they've got a blood fountain. Y'all ever see that video of that bird going whole hog on the chocolate fountain? I bet they got to stop vampires from doing that every year. Nick and Stu party on the dance floor, enjoying themselves amidst a sea of people. A mirror in the room shows only Stu and Zombie Dale on the dance floor. Dear Cathedral Despair later, and her new boyfriend circulate through the party.
Hello?
From some distance away, Viago eyes them.
That's the new guy. Do you know what kind of vampire he is? If he is a vampire.
He kind of looks like the vampire version of that melted guy from RoboCop.
Did you see his face?
A few moments later, Pauline finds her way to Viago, Deacon, Nick, and Stu.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
They begin introductions.
This is Deacon, and this is Stu, our friend.
Pauline shakes Stu's hand and is taken by the warmth of it.
Whoa.
How are you?
Good. I'm Stu.
Julian?
You've got really warm hands, Stu. Are you a demon?
No, he's not a demon.
I'm a software analyst.
Stu,
A male witch?
It's kind of technical.
You're a male witch?
you should go dance with anyone.
Sure.
Okay, take your time.
Stu forks off to the dance floor.
I like those too. He's not a vampire, so what is he, a zombie or...
Male witch?
He's not he's neither. He's more of a human.
Pauline looks shocked. Interior Cathedral of Despair moments later. Viago cuts through the crowd up to Nick.
Excuse me. Hi, Nick. Hey, Nick.
Do you mind if Stu is killed?
No, I don't feel good about it.
Across the party, Stu sits with Dale.
Can I ask you like a personal question?
Sure.
Are you predeceased?
Huh?
Nick, Viago, and Deacon are still debating.
If anyone's gonna eat him, it's gonna be us. But we're not. We're past that. They can just go fuck themselves.
Nick, it is your fault, okay? You brought a human into this den of vampirousness.
That's what a +1 is.
But that's not helping.
Yes, you did.
My +1.
Zombie Dale keeps sniffing closer and closer to Stu.
Lovely talking to you. I've got to shoot off now. See you later on.
Dale stands up and instinctively raises his arms after Stu before consciously forcing them to his side.
Look, as soon as one vampire takes a bite, the blood frenzy.
We gotta get him out.
Follow me.
Excuse me. Sorry, guys.
They find Stu in the crowd and hand him Deacon's mask.
Okay, Stu, put that over your bloody red face.
They cluster around Stu and start to herd him to the front door.
Just going out for a cigarette.
Oh, hey.
The door they were moving towards is shut and locked.
Okay, not that way.
This way.
Is there another way?
Pauline laughs as the other vampires start to close in around her.
Get away from the vampires.
Guys?
Excuse me, everyone. Can I have your attention, please? Some of the vampires forget the unholy masquerade rules. They brought a human!
The crowd hisses as she points at Stu.
And they don't let us feast on him.
This was a total misunderstanding. There was on the invitation, and actually this pertains to you. The invitation, it says +1, but it does not specify it could be a human or it could be a werewolf.
Your admin sucks.
Yeah, but he could be a vampire hunter for all we know. He could be texting his mates saying, "Oh, I've got them all in one place. Come on over. I'll have a vampire barbecue."
But he's not. He's not doing that.
But how do we know that?
He's wearing a bow tie. Look at him.
Stu, tell them what you do.
Come on, Stu. Tell us what you do. Come on.
Yeah, tell them what you do, Stu.
Hi, I'm Stu.
Fuck it up, man.
I can't hear Stu.
Louder.
Hi, my name is Stu. I work in IT.
I can't hear.
Stu, they can't hear you. They cannot hear you.
Hi, my name is Stu. I'm a software analyst. I work for Geographic Information System Company.
Sorry. What is it?
I work for a company that does we take like business requirements from organizations and we analyze them and those requirements, and then we build software to fill these requirements.
He is a virgin. I can smell the virgin at 1,000 pieces.
Go on, then. Go 1,000 paces away and smell yourself.
She hisses at Deacon.
I can't wait anymore.
The hissing grows louder.
No.
The crowd parts and a masked figure clad in white enters. The figure takes a slow, deliberate footsteps around the group and stops between Pauline and Stu.
There shall be no eating of the human.
Who are you all of a sudden?
You have forgotten your former lover so quickly.
Georgie?
No, not Georgie, like 5 years after.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The figure moves to remove his mask.
Just one moment, Viago. No, I've got it. Takes away from...
He finally gets the mask untied and reveals himself to Pauline. She gasps.
Hello, beast.
Hello, asshole.
Hey, don't call me asshole.
Don't call me beast.
They turn to Julian. Quick introductions.
This is Vladislav.
Just absolutely the same.
This is my ex-boyfriend, the one who fucked that witch.
All right, that's old business. That's personal business.
Nice to meet you, asshole.
This is my lover.
You will not feast on the blood of the human known as Stu.
Listen, asshole, this is human and this is the rules. And what is cameras doing here? One, then another. What is this?
We're making a documentary on...
This is a private, secret society, mate. You don't go bringing your bloody cameras into everything.
You will not eat Stu and you will not eat the camera guy. Maybe one camera guy.
It's not... I'm up to about bloody here with you at the moment. And all your mates here, behind here, whoever the hell they are, we're going to eat the human being. And, there's nothing you can do about it, all right? So, now back off and let the missus get her way, huh?
Oh, there's nothing I can do about it.
That's right, mate.
Well, what about this?
Vladislav pushes Julian, itching for a fight.
Rip his head off! Rip his head off!
The two vampires start to fight. Not well, considering they've had 5,000 years to learn anything.
Vampire fight! Who get him, Vladislav?
They fly at each other pitifully. Julian ends up pinning Vladislav to the ground, the life force seemingly draining from him.
He's killing him! He's killing him!
It's forbidden for vampires to kill vampires.
Julian lets out a grunt and looks down. There's a large wooden spear sticking out of his chest. The crowd gasped. Wielding the spear is Stu, who's keeping Julian at bay.
What the fuck?
What? What?
Julian drops to his knees, spear still protruding from his back.
You're okay now? Get out!
We should probably go, Stu.
Julian grunts from the floor.
It was great to see you, Pauline.
Asshole! Bastards!
Stu?
They hustle out of the party. Exterior Wellington Park later. Viago points to Stu, proud.
That was great.
He's a murderer!
How we both together equally destroyed that guy.
Yeah, but it was more Stu with the giant stick.
I hope this doesn't make it awkward for you and the beast.
No, I think it's opened up new possibilities.
Oh no. Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Here we go again.
Exterior Wellington Park moments later, the vampires dance around Stu.
Stu.
They continue chanting Stu's name until suddenly Deacon stops.
Wait. Stop. Listen.
He sniffs the air.
Do you smell that? This way.
Deacon guides them through the dark for a few moments.
Werewolves.
The werewolves are in the distance, chaining themselves to various trees.
Oh, no.
Look what the cat dragged in, huh?
Piss off.
Keep walking. Don't hassle us tonight.
There has been no hassle here.
Well, let it stay that way. Keep on chaining yourselves up, guys. Come on. Guys, got your tracksuits pants?
It was washing night, and my missus couldn't wash them because there was too much blood on them.
Gestures to his jeans.
When your legs expand, they grow into the tracksuit.
Oh,
No, those jeans are going to rip completely. You've lost and then you've lost your trousers, guys.
Anton looks back to the pack.
Duncan, that tree is far too thin. Look at it. I mean, it's like a tree branch. You know, how big you get when you transform? That's the wrong tree for you, man.
Declan walks up to him holding his chain and lock.
Anton,
Oh no, you've forgotten the combination.
Declan nods, embarrassed.
Why did you get a combination lock?
I lost my key last time.
Okay, well it's probably 4 zeros. That's the factory setting, isn't it?
The lock opens.
Fuck off to a tree.
Hey, werewolves, not werewolves.
Yeah, I know, but but on transformation night, it's all right. It's all right. I'm getting all stressed out here.
I was just reminding you.
Stop talking and chain yourself up, you dickhead. Now, honestly, you're transforming.
All right, we'll keep walking.
Okay, yeah, keep walking. And by the way, I find that offensive.
He points to Vladislav's fur coat.
Is that fair?
Oh, for crying out loud. Don't look at the fur, everyone. Just get back to the trees, okay?
That's disgusting, man.
You're wearing fur.
Yeah, but it's not real fur.
Anton looks to the sky.
Shit.
The pack starts to transform as the full moon comes through the clouds.
Honestly, get out of here. Take your human. Yeah, the guy with the bow tie, he's going to go first.
Better take Stu home.
Get out of here, quick.
Anton turns his focus back to the pack.
Take all your clothes off. That you want to keep, everyone. Get those army surplus jacket off. You've got just that one. Enough, Nathan.
Get that camera out of my face.
Go, let's go, come on.
Vampires run as the pack transforms.
Run, Stu, run!
Let's go.
The vampires run into the night, the werewolves hot on their tails, no pun intended.
They're coming, guys.
Shit, I got one!
Deacon is locked in a fight with a werewolf. The vampires fight off the wolves as best they can, but one of the cameramen gets got.
Oh, my leg!
With a crunch, the wolf finishes the man off and tosses him to the ground. Nick runs a little ways behind Stu.
God, Stu!
Stu has been grabbed by the wolves and is being tossed between them, playing with their food.
Ah!
Stu!
Ah! Get off me! Ah!
Nick floats above the wolves.
Oi, Stu! You alright?
They toss Stu into the air, but Nick misses the grab.
Stu!
The wolves are jumping and grabbing at Nick's feet.
Fuck off! Get off me!
Nick kicks the wolf off his foot. The wolves are surrounding Stu now. Deacon flies in to Nick's rescue.
Stupid werewolves! Kick them away, Nick! Don't look at their blood!
Stu, he's a really good dude. Leave him alone.
It's too late for him. Don't look at their blood, Nick!
Stu!
The wolves howl into the night. Exterior Wellington Park later. Deacon moves through the shadows.
There he is. He's probably still a little upset having seen his best friend disemboweled by werewolves.
Deacon turns and walks to the seated Nick.
Nick, I found you. Whoa.
Deacon sits with some effort and sniffs.
That was pretty full on, eh? This is what happens when you're a vampire. You have to watch everyone die. Your mother and father, all your friends. Sometimes brutal, like slipping and falling onto a giant spike, or falling asleep in the autumn pile of leaves and having some of them block your windpipe, or making the simple mistake of fashioning a mask out of crackers and being attacked by ducks, geese, swans, or simply dying of old age. But even old age is brutal. Watching your friends grow old, they can't piss, and they say stupid things, and their brains go, and they can't remember anything. And then one day, they can't even remember who you are, and you wish they were dead. And then they do die.
Viago watches Katherine from her window. Exterior Wellington Park, Nick sighs.
No, if I know Stu, this was probably the way he wanted to go. Disemboweled by werewolves, blood and guts splayed into the trees, his face torn to shreds. I hope I made you feel better.
Exterior Wellington Park later. The back of an ambulance opens. Constables Minogue and O'Leary on the scene.
From what we can see here and what we can gather, it looks a little bit like for dog attack. It's really what happens when you get, dangerous dogs out on the streets, not being looked after.
O'Leary walks up to the aftermath of the werewolf rampage.
This is not good. No, not good at all.
There's nicest ways to go out than being torn apart by what looks like a pack of dogs. More than just one.
I'd say so. These attacks have been happening more frequently. They're happening on a monthly basis, and it's just no good for anybody, okay? Especially not the dogs. Certainly not the community.
O'Leary, I've got the bastard. One of them here, eh?
Jeez. And that's what I'm talking about. Look at it. At the end of the day, this dog is going to have to be put down. What a shame.
This innocent dog looks at camera Jim Halpert style. They're gonna do what? Minogue walks the dog over to Stu's corpse at the ambulance.
Look what you did, eh? He's got the scent again, hasn't he? He wants to go again. He's not finished.
Interior mourning montage. Deacon sits alone in the room, watching sunrise on the computer. Nick sits alone at a bar. Vladislav plays with one of his poking implements next to a chained-up naked man. The dishes are piled high, no one doing them. Exterior Stu's memorial night. The vampires stand and pay their respects to Stu. Deacon hands Nick a scarf, who takes it and tosses it into the river.
They say that vampires' hearts are cold and dead. Definitely dead.
Stu,
You would have loved this scarf.
It's lovely, loose knit.
Interior flat. Viago walks through the flat.
I don't know. I think I still feel things inside it.
Viago looks into the living room and sees Deacon asleep at the computer with the curtains wide open. Viago darts inside and closes them.
Deacon, wakey, wakey.
Viago.
You were asleep in here. The curtain's open. It's nearly morning. You want to get sizzled to a crisp?
What?
Viago walks Deacon up to his closet.
You've got to think a little bit about these things.
Okay. Sorry, Viago.
It's okay. Night, okay.
Deacon grunts as he nods and closes the door. There's a lovely family portrait there. Petyr and Stu, noticeable as the missing friends.
Received at 4:20 a.m.
hey guys, it's Nick, vampire here. Just a heads up, I've got quite a big surprise. It's gonna blow everyone's mind, I think.
Interior flat entryway night. Deacon walks towards the front door as the knocking is heard. Deacon opens it to see Stu with Nick standing proudly behind him.
Ah,
Stu!
Stu smiles, scars crossing his face.
Hey, Deacon,
Stu?
how is it?
Deacon pulls Stu into a hug.
look at his face.
So then tear you to shreds.
Look, it looks like Seal.
Yeah, they didn't kill me.
It looks cool.
Thank you.
Hey, meet some of our friends.
Nick points out the door and the pack arrives.
Anton,
Anton extends a handshake to Deacon.
Deacon, hi. Anton.
Anton.
Interior Stu, talking head.
I must have blacked out. And then I remember an ambulance.
Exterior Wellington Park flashback. Stu thrashes violently against his restraints, shaking.
He's going into shock, O'Leary. O'Leary,
Yeah, coming. Calm down, mate.
calm down, man, please.
Stu wriggles free from their grip and runs off into the night, his eyes flashing back at them.
Looks like rabies, doesn't it?
And I don't know how long after that was, but I just woke up and it was daytime.
Exterior Wellington Park recreation. Stu awakens the next morning on the ground, surrounded by the pack.
And I couldn't find my clothes. Those werewolf guys eventually found me. They lent me some pounds, so yeah, I thought those guys have been supporting me because I was quite confused.
Into your flat entryway present, Stu stands with Deacon.
Yeah, these are the guys who turned me into a werewolf.
One of the werewolves looks at Deacon.
Did you knit your own jersey?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
I knit.
Is that a moon or
Yes.
hopefully, we won't,
This place is nice.
Please don't lick anything,
Pack laughs again. Into your flat living room, Viago talks to Cameron.
We were worried at first. We thought, oh, they're just going to urinate on everything. But they actually are really polite and pretty clean. There was obviously the werewolf smell, which permeated the entire house for the first half an hour.
The pack drinks as Vladislav and Viago fan their noses.
But we opened up some windows and we got rid of that.
When Stu first suggested the idea, I thought, no way. But, walking into the vampire's den, that's ludicrous.
Anton takes turns shaking the hands of the vampires as one of the werewolves shows off that it was his claws that scarred Stu's face.
That's my hand.
But I thought, we'll give it a shot. I'm the alpha male, so I made the call.
Anton stands aside talking to Deacon.
I'm the alpha male.
Yes.
So, generally the other guys follow me.
To Stu!
The Stu!
Stu!
Thanks, guys.
Interior flat kitchen.
What have you done to your face?
Attacked by some werewolves?
Oh, I met a werewolf. Seems a very nice person.
Interior Viago and Katherine talking head. Katherine and Viago hold hands.
So, Catherine's a vampire now.
Yes.
We decided to get together. We just thought, to hell with it, What have we got to lose?
Interior Rita Angus Retirement Village flashback. Katherine sits in her flat.
I was just sitting there doing nothing, and he came floating in and over to me, and I recognized him.
Viago floats in before presenting flowers. Interior Viago and Katherine talking head present.
It was wonderful.
That's right, and I bit you on the neck.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I don't mind being a vampire. I'm enjoying it.
Some people freak out a bit about the age difference. They think, oh, what is this 96-year-old lady doing with a guy 4 times her age? And, I don't care.
It doesn't make any difference.
No, they can call me Cradle Snatcher. Who cares? I decided to bite her, and we're going to be together forever.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Interior Vladislav talking head.
Pauline and I are tentatively back together, but it's not long before you remember why it was you broke up in the first place.
We see them fighting viciously on the walls.
Beast!
Arsehole!
Interior Jackie's house. Jackie is dictating to her husband.
You could go and buy a bedazzler, so you could write that down. That's B-E-D. I feel like I'm who I really need to be now. I love you.
I love you too.
Great. But I'm your master. Okay?
Yeah.
Interior flat, sitting room present. The pack stands around Anton.
Yeah, these guys have to laugh at all of my jokes. Right, guys?
That's a good one.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm always, gonna go around, make sure they're all laughing. If I see one of them is not quite laughing, I'll be like, hey, you laughing? And then, often I'll test you, huh? What are you laughing at, Clifton?
Eh?
What are you laughing at right now?
Just then?
Yeah. But what?
I don't know.
See, test failed. Test failed. Yeah. What are you laughing at now? What are you laughing at now, huh?
I don't know, cause
Another failure.
Pack laughs again. Anton turns to Stu.
What are you laughing at, Stu?
well, I was laughing with the group.
Yep, that's good. Yeah, you see? You just pay attention. Pay attention.
Laugh with the group.
Laugh with the group.
Into your flat sitting room later, Deacon stares into the camera with Vladislav, Viago, and Nick behind him.
You will not remember what the last hour and a half of what you have just seen. You will forget the contents of this reading.